Hello all. My name is Mohammed Idris, and today we're gonna be discussing on the topic on structures, right? So now, so as we discussed, structure is a keyword. Let's take it as st. Struct is a keyword, and I need to have a name for this. Let's say let's do it like this. Okay, I have a block. How to create the primitive data, non-primitive data type. So it will be like collection of all primitive or non-primitive data type. So I'll tell it as int a. I will tell it, and I will create it as okay, character, or else I will tell it as int. I will tell it as age. I will tell it, and then I will tell it as character, blood group. I will tell it. So I want to create this three data. So I will give a name called as mib, and I will tell it has what, a keyword called as what, struct. This is a type of struct, right? So now what I do is I will come here. This is integer of 4 bytes, and integer is 4 bytes, character is 1 byte. So what happens, 3 byte will become padding, and the total size of this structure will become how many bytes? 12 bytes. Okay, so this will become 12 bytes. That's absolutely right, nothing to worry about it. So just for my confirmation, I will just print it. Printf, I'll tell it has percentage lu, okay, slash n. I will just tell it as size. Okay, size. Okay, I'll print it like this, size. I'll print it, and then I will tell it has size of mib, right? Size of mib I want to tell it. But mib belongs to which type? It is a struct type, right? So I have it, what guys, I have size is nothing but 12, as we expected, right? So now coming to this, the structure is not created properly. Now I want to create this structure. So how do I create the structure? As you tell it as int a, right? So how do you do it? Int a, how you define it, right? So sorry, how you declare it. In the same way you will declare the structure also. You need to have a variable name, you need to have a data type. Here, what is the data type name? The name of the data type is what? Mib, right? So it is a non-primitive data type. So name of the data type is what? Mib, right? So what I need to do it, I need to have it one variable. What is that variable? I'll tell it as m1. Okay, I'll tell it as m1, right? So if I run this program, okay, so if I run this program, when I compile this program, I'll get a beautiful slab, right? What is that slab? Just read it down, guys. Just read it down. Okay, must use struct tag to refer to a type mib. Okay, it is telling that I don't know mib, please use whether it is a structure or not, right? So we don't have mib type of data type, right? So what I need to do it, I need to go here, I need to tell it has, struct type. I need to tell it has struct type, right? So if I tell this, now what happens if I compile it? I have created the memory, right? I have created the memory. That means I have created the memory. For example, how this memory is created, that is what we need to discuss about it. Now coming to the structure, now how this memory is created, right? So when I tell, I have created something called as okay, so I'll tell it has struct. I will tell it as struct. I will tell it has mib, right? Mib, right? I am telling it has m1, right? So what does this line means? Okay, what does this line means? Okay, for example, if I tell it has int a, right? If I tell it as int a, what happens, guys? Int a, I'm comparing with these two memories. You need to understand the difference between these two memories, right? When I tell int a, what happens? There will be one block is created, you have some garbage values here, and you have some address over here. The variable is holding this address, right? This is what it is going on. Same thing here also. The struct, when you create a structure, you have four things, right? So I'll only deal with that memory. Okay, I have a continuous memory allocation here. Okay, for one is like for which variable? This variable is nothing but integer type. This variable is nothing but integer type. One more variable is nothing but the integer type, and one more variable is also nothing but what? Character type. Okay, what is the variable name, guys, here? Okay, what is the variable name? A, age, and bg, right? So I'll change the name. Okay, I'll tell it has here I will tell it has name. I will tell it here, I will tell it has sorry, I'll have written a random variable called as a, and again I have tell it has age, and again I will tell it as blood group, right? Actually this is actually a object, guys. Okay, this is actually an object. There is no concept of object, but I will tell it has, this is actually a object. Okay, this has a initial, this has an address. Let's say this address is nothing but 1000. This one's address is nothing but what? 1000. Okay, understand this memory diagram. If you understand this memory diagram, that is very important for you. So this is nothing but 1000. Okay, what might be this one address if this is 1000? Okay, so integer is of 4 bytes. This is of 4 bytes. What might be the address of this one? It will be like 1004, right? So this is also integer, this is also 4 bytes. This will become what? 1004. Got it, guys? Sorry, 1008. Sorry, 1008, right? So I cannot remember the address, so I am giving a variable name called as what? M1. What is that variable name is called as? M1. Okay, so whenever this line comes, this line is indicated. I have this, I have this, I have this. Okay, same like unlike like arrays itself, I can even initialize it. Okay, I can even define the structure. Okay, so for example, I will tell it as this is done, right? Declaration part is done, right? So I will define it. So how to define a structure? As I telling that a is equal to 10, same thing I can define it here. So I'll tell it as equals to, I'll use it flower brackets. Okay, I'll use it flower brackets. So inside the flower bracket, first one is an integer type, I'll tell it as 10. Second one also I'll tell it as age as like 30. And third one I'll tell it as a character, I'll tell it has what? A B positive. I'll tell it as B. Got it, guys? Got it? If I run this program for this much, the memory diagram compile it, and when I run this, okay, the memory diagram for this, it will be, here it will be what, guys? Here it will be what? 10, and age was what? 30. Age was what? 30. And here it was what? Here it was B positive, right? The character is nothing but B, right? Here what I have saved it, A is equal to 10. So according to that program, right? Now my thing is I want to access this 10. How can I access this 10? To print A, I'll just tell it as printf, I'll tell it as percentage D, and I'll tell it as A. Directly I will tell it A. But I want to print this content. How can I print this content? Okay. Understand one thing, guys. Understand one thing. Whenever you want to go inside the object, whenever I want to go inside the object, okay, I will make it a hole. Okay, I will make it a hole, and then I will be going inside this. Got it? To make this hole, I will tell it has, okay. So if I want to go here, if I want to first, I want to go to here, that is nothing but m1. m1 aa gaya to idhar tak aa gaye, right? So I want to go inside, right? So that's the reason I'll be using what? A dot operator. Okay, when I am using a dot operator, I will be here. Okay, for example, I am somewhere here. Okay, I am somewhere here. First I want to go to here, so that what I'll use it m1. Okay, I want to go inside this object, right? So what I'll be using it, I'll be using what? Dot operator. After going to dot operator, I'll be inside this one. Either I can go to this one. How I'll go to this positions? By using this variable names. Okay, if I tell it as m1 dot a, okay, I'll be getting what output? I'll be getting it what? 10. Okay, we cannot use it index because it is a different size. It is a different size. All right, we don't want to use it. Okay, if it is of the same type, the data types are same type, then we can go for it, but we cannot do it. That is for the array, and this is for the object type. Without, we cannot use these square brackets. Okay, so next one is what? I will tell it as what? m1 dot. If I need to access age, I will tell it as age. So I'll getting an output called as what? I'll get output called as what? 30. Right, same thing I'll be using for m1 dot b, right? So m1 dot bg, right? So blood group. So what is the blood group, guys? It is nothing but B, right? So this is the things we're gonna be seeing out in the structures. So I'll be going to here, look onto this. Okay, so how to access this? How to access a variable normal A? So I'll just tell it as printf, I'll tell it as percentage D, I'll tell it as /n, and I'll tell it as A, right? So how to access a structure thing? So I'll be telling it as printf percentage D. First one is percentage D. I wanted percentage D for it is an integer. Next one is also percentage D. It is an integer. Next one is percentage C, right? /n, right? So what I'll do it, I'll tell it has m1. So this is the variable name m1 dot. What is this? It is nothing but A, right? m1 dot A. Next one is m1 dot. What is that? m1 dot age, comma. Next one I'll tell it as m1 dot bg, right? Same thing, you will be using over there class name dot variable name, right? So here you will use it structure name dot variable name. That's it. That's what the difference is. Okay, I'm telling you, this is the initial stage of class. This is the initial stage of class. Same how the class was, even this is also working it. Okay, so I will compile this. So what is the output? Output is nothing but size 12, 10, and 10, 30, and B. Done. First take down the diagram, guys. After that, you take down the program. If you have any queries, let me know about it. So you got to know how to create the structure, how to create a structure. This is how do you create the structure. This is called as definition of a structure, and how to access the structure. This is what you access it. What do you use it? You use it a dot operator, right? To go inside the structure. Look here. Now I will be in future, I will be mixing up with a structure, dynamic memory allocation, malloc, as well as arrays. These three concepts we will be mixing up. One by one, I'll be introducing you. We will be creating structure of array dynamically. Okay, now let's discuss that. Next topic is okay, look onto this, guys. Look onto this. One more thing. I can even initialize this. Like this. Okay. Particularly, I can initialize like this. I will tell it as m1 dot. Here it is for for dot a. It is 10, right? I can tell it has even this one. I can make it like this 30. For particular thing, I can go and assign it. Okay. For example, there was a blood group called as B, right? So I can do it as m1 dot bg equal to, I can tell it has a positive. Okay, I'll tell it as just a positive, right? I'll tell it as a positive. So this can be overridden, right? So the initialization part, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is like this. Look on this 30 and a, right? So it is changed, right? It is has same as what, guys? It is has same as what you are doing with the respective a is equal to 20. You're doing like this, right? Same thing, you're doing it, right? So you got to know how to declare it, how to define it, and how to reinitialize it. Got it? So this is one topic. This is one topic which you need to know about it. Now next one is I'll be creating a structure dynamically. Okay, the same structure I'll be creating a dynamical. This is just a normal thing. I have done it, right? So now what I'm doing is I'll be doing it a dynamically. So for dynamic, whenever the word comes dynamic, what do you need to remember, guys? Pointers. I'm telling you 100 times, you should remember what? Pointers. Whenever the dynamic comes, it should you need to remember what? Pointers. Got it? So I'll just display this. Let it be like this itself. Okay, sizes, right? Sizes. This line, let it be like that itself, right? Sizes percentage d slash n. Let us size of MIB, right? MIB is a type of what? Structure, right? Okay, so look onto this, guys. Look onto this. Okay, now what I want to create it, guys. I will tell you simple diagram. So simple thing. I'll be creating a memory location of a structure type. What is a structure type? Also, you know about it, right? So what is the structure type? Like what is my structure type? So it has 3 blocks, right? What are the 3 blocks it has? One is A, one is age, one is BG, right? So one is A, other one is age, other one is BG, blood group, right? So this is of 4 bytes, this is of 4 bytes, and this is of 1 byte, and 3 bytes are padding, right? So this will create one memory. I need to create one memory, and this has one address, let's say like 1000, and this one also have an address, right? I cannot remember the address, guys. I cannot remember the address. I will give the name here, right? Instead of giving a name, what I do is I will store this address in one variable. I'll store this one address in one variable. Okay, I will call it as this variable as X. Okay, and this one's address is what? 2000. Got it? What I'm doing it, I'm creating the structure dynamically. And I'm storing this address inside this variable, a variable called as X, right? So how many bytes I want to create it, guys? How many bytes? This is total of how many bytes? 12 bytes, right? 12 bytes of memory I want to create it. Tell me how to create this 12 bytes of memory dynamically. A function called as malloc or calloc, whatever it is, right? So I will use a function called as malloc now, right? To create this one, I will use a function called as what? Malloc. I will use it what? Malloc. Malloc of what? Malloc of what? Malloc of 12. I can directly tell it 12. I can directly tell it 12, right? I can directly tell it 12. But to be honest, I will use an operator called as what? Size of, right? I'll make use of this one. Size of whom size? Whom size I want to use it? A structure name. So what is the structure name? I'll tell it as mib, right? I'll be telling it as mib. Okay, mib, I don't know what is that. So what I'll use it? I'll use it what? Struct. I'll use it what? Struct. Sorry, I couldn't write it properly. Okay, I'll use it what? Structure type, right? So it will give you what? The size of will return you 12, and 12 is given to what? Malloc. This malloc will, what will do it? It will go and it will create this memory. It will create this memory like this, and it will get me the initial address, right? It will get me the initial address. This initial address is stored in where, guys? In one variable called as what? What is the variable name? What is this variable name? Is nothing but what? X, right? So I want to declare this X first, right? So I'll declare this X here. I'll declare this X. What is this X is storing, guys? X is storing what? Address, right? Do we have any data type for the address? No, you don't have any data type for the address. So what will you use it? You'll use it a special symbol called as what? Star. Now tell me which type of address I'm storing it. Which type of address I'm storing it? A MIB type of address, right? It is, this address is belong to which type of block? A MIB type of block, right? A MIB type of block, right? So I don't know what is this MIB is, right? For a compiler, it doesn't know what is this MIB is. So what I'll use it? I'll use it something called as struct. Right now, what happens? You are returning here void star. The address return type is void star. Remember the malloc concept? You are returning void star, but you are storing in this structure MIB. Now what I need to do it? I need to do something called as typecasting. I want to do, what is that? I want to do something called as typecasting. From void star to which star? I'll need to convert it as MIB star, right? So I don't know what is MIB, so I'll tell it as structure of MIB star. Done. Okay, I'll be explaining this. Okay, this is the diagram. This is the diagram. Take it down. This is the diagram. Take it down. Now I'll come here. I'll be coming here. What I do is first thing what I need to do it, guys. First thing what I need to do it. I want to create dynamically. Whenever the word comes dynamically, what I'll use it? I'll use it something called as malloc. Right? I'll be using something called as malloc. All right. Inside the malloc, I can directly pass it 12. Right? I can directly pass it what? 12. I know it, I can directly pass it 12, but I'll make it some sensible part. So what is the line I'll be writing it? This is the line I'll be writing inside that, right? So what is this? I'll be using a size of function, a size of whom, guys? Size of MIB, whichever the structure type you want to create it. So you can use it size of MIB. Okay. Now what I'll do with size of MIB is okay. Size of MIB is okay. Guys, listen up properly. This is very important for the data structures. Okay. When I do the data structures, I don't want to deal with this much. Okay, I'll be more concentrated on the logic of the data structures. I'll be not telling about this. Correct? So I don't know what is MIB. So what I'll do it, I'll tell it as structure type. It is a structure type of MIB. At this line, what it does, size of will go, it will go and check it. What is the size of it? It will tell that, oh, 12. It will give to malloc. Malloc, what it will do it? It will go here. It will create this data. It will create this, and it will get what, guys? It will get the initial address. Right? It is getting the initial address. The initial address will be type of what? Void star, right? I want to store it, that initial address, in one variable, right? So that variable is called as what? X. Right? Now I want to declare X, guys. I'll declare X. So what is this X is storing? X is storing what, guys? Address. I will tell it as star. So which type of address it is storing it? It is storing the MIB type of address. Do you know what is MIB? No, I don't know what is MIB. So it is what? It is nothing but what? Structure type of MIB. Right? So whenever I run this program, this is done. Okay, but here there is a problem. This is getting void star and it is storing into the structure MIB star. Right? I want to typecast it. At this situation, I want to typecast it. So I will use this typecasting. So what I need to use it? Void star to which star I want to change it? I need to change it to MIB star. I can write it like this itself, but I don't know what is MIB is, right? So what I'll use it? I'll use a keyword called as structure. Okay, any doubts still here? Okay, according to this line, if you write it so much line, this line, okay, this is the memory diagram. This is what the memory diagram is. Okay, take it down. If you have any queries on this, on so much, you ask me. Okay, this 2 lines is important. Make it as box, make it as decoration, and keep it. In this, each word you need to know about it. Why I'm using this, every word you need to know about it. Shall I move to the next one? Look on to this. Use all your common sense. Which we have learned till here. How can I store the value here? You gonna be designing it, guys. Look here. I have X. Inside the X, I have 1000. I want to access this here. How do you use it? Use your common sense that I want to store here 10. How can I store it? Simple thing. I want to have 10. I want to store it. 10 I want to store it. What will be the line here? Okay, look on here. This is me. Okay, here there will be a king. There will be a king. Okay, and this king has a two daughters. Okay, one is an elder one and other one is a younger one. Okay, both are pretty much good. Now me, I am in love with her. Okay, now I want to go to this place. Okay, I want to go to this place. Okay, so now I'm making some arrangements. Okay, now I'm making some arrangements, right? I'm making some arrangements how I want to go for it, right? So first I am here, right? So to go here, what I need to do it, guys, I need to know the address of this one, right? So that address is stored in my X, right? That address is where? That is in the X, right? That is in my X, a variable called as X. So I will be, X means what? I'll be getting 1000, right? From here, this is my home. Okay, small home, a hut, right? So from here, I want to travel to this position, right? I want to travel to this position. So what I'll use it to, from here to here, if I want to go from here to here, what I'll do it? What I'll use it? I'll use an operator called as what? Star. I'll be using an operator called as what? Star. I'll come to here. Now I am here, right? So ये लड़की के पिता ने पूरा पूरा compound खड़ा कर दिया, right? महाराजा है ना, तो पूरा so he have done it all these things, right? So I'll put one round of this checker. I'll put it one round. Okay, कहाँ से भी नहीं हो रहा है मुझे, right? So I cannot go inside this one, right? So I will be checking it out. Okay, so either सब सैनिक है, right? So there will be some loopholes, right? There will be some loopholes to go inside this. So I'll be finding it out. So what I do it, I find out somewhere here there is a loop, maybe like somewhere here there is a loophole, right? So what I need to do it, this is an object. So to go inside an object, what I'll use it, guys? I'll be using what? A dot operator, right? I'll be using what? Dot operator. Now, if you look onto the precedency table, if you compare this dot and star, okay, this dot and star, this dot has a highest priority. Okay, compared to the star and dot, this dot has what? Highest priority. That's the reason I will apply the Bodmas rule here. I will solve this first. फर्स्ट में कहां से आना है? यहाँ को आना है, तभी मैं अंदर जा सकता हूँ, राइट? मैं मेरे घर के अंदर ही छेद बना रहा हूँ. I cannot do it. Okay, if I'm writing like this, dot x star, this is nothing but x is nothing but 1000, and this has the highest priority dot. I am digging in my home itself, right? I should not dig here, right? So I need to go here, then I want to dig it, right? That is why I'll be doing it as dot. Okay, when I tell dot, I will be inside. I'm inside now. Okay, from here I'll be going inside now. Now after going inside, now what I'll do it, I can go any of this room. मैं यहाँ पे जाऊंगा मैं, गलती से भी नहीं जाऊंगा मैं, correct, right? If I go inside this, ये वो मेरा आखिरी दिन होगा. यहाँ पे जाऊंगा, correct, right? इधर चलेगा तो गड़बड़ हो जाएगी, correct, right? So इधर भी नहीं जाऊंगा, right? So where I want to go it, actually I want to go to this position, right? So what I'll use it, I will use it what? That is nothing but what? What is the variable I will use it? What is the room name? It is nothing but DG. Right? So I will assign it something called as, right? So whatever it is, blood group dunga, main khun dunga, pasina dunga, right? So whatever it is. So what I will do it, I will tell it as a, or else if I want to go to here, if she is here, right? If she is here, so what is the variable I will change it? I'll change it what? I will change it age, right? I'll change it age. So I'll give it her what? I'll give it her 10 rupees. So how do you access it? First is X is nothing but this one, 1000. You want to go to here, so that you will use it star. Oh, it is a big compound. I want to go inside, so I want to dig it. So what is the operator I'll use it? Dot operator. Okay, dot and star as a competition. Dot wins a game. So what I need to do it? I need to make some partiality to make him win. So I'll apply the Bodmas rule. So after that, I can access any one of the variable. So I'll access any one of the variable. Correct? Any doubts here, guys? Any doubts? Same thing I'll be doing it here. I have a 3 blocks. So what I'll do it? I have a 3 block. What I will do it? First I will go to X. Look onto this. First I will go to X. Okay, I want to go to that memory block. Inside that I want to have a dot operator. Now when the dot operator comes, there will be confusion. So I'll apply the Bodmas rule. Right? So which is the variable I'll be using it? A equal to what I'll do it? I'll tell it as 10. I'll be storing 10 inside this. Right? So next one, what I'll do it? I'll tell it as X. I want to go for that block. So I'll tell it as star. I want to go inside, that's why I use a dot, but star and dot is a confusion. So what I'll apply it, I'll apply the board mass rule, and then what I'll do it, I'll tell it as age here equal to, I'll tell it as 20. That's the variable. Next, one more variable. What is that? One more variable is nothing but x. I'll tell it as I want to travel till there, star. I want to go inside, dot, confusion, board mass rule. I'll apply the board mass rule. Then later what I need to do it, I'll tell it as bg, I equal to, I'll tell it as a blood group called as B. Okay, I have written already. No, I have written already same thing to axis also. I have written already for you, right? I have not written semicolon over here. Okay, I will write it here. What semicolon? Right. So I'll run this program. I run this. I'll let us dot slash e dot out out. So I will enter this. Okay, look onto this, guys. I'm getting a warning that stating that malloc. I need a library, right? For using a malloc, what I need to use it? All right. So for this one, I'm getting it 10, 20, and p. Right. To use a malloc function, which is the header file I want to use it? Hash. इसके बारे में भूल ही गए थे, right? stdlib.h, right? So if I use this, I'll be not getting those warnings also, right? Dot slash a dot right? So I have it. Size is nothing but 12 itself, and I have it 10, 20, and b. Done. First, take down the block diagram. First, take down the neat block diagram. After that, you can take down the program. So he's telling that, sir, why not we can try it like this, right? So I'll tell it as what he's telling it. Okay, sir, x plus a, sir. X plus a. Okay, you are adding a variable. Okay, he's adding a variable. He's telling like this. Okay, so x plus a क्या हो जाएगा? a का वैल्यू जो है वो इंक्रीमेंट हो जाएगा, आपको एरर दिखा देगा, a is undefined करके भी बोल देगा वो. Okay, so he's telling inside the bracket. Okay, fine. Okay, so he's telling inside the bracket, right? So let's take it as inside the bracket. Okay, so x star आएगा, उधर जाएगा, ये ऑब्जेक्ट के अंदर ही नहीं जा रहा. Understand this one concept. You need to go to do the operation. You need to go inside the object. Okay, so you will get an error called as use of undeclared identifier a. क्योंकि आपका a नहीं है इधर. So first you need to go inside the object. To go inside the object is what? Is nothing but what? You need to use a dot operator. You need to use a dot operator here, and you need to use what? Dot is nothing but a. Guys, done? Everyone, I'll be introducing you one operator. Now I'll be introducing you one operator. Either this one, either that one, right? This is by sensible you are doing it. Okay, this is how it is working. You, when you see this letters, you will get to know, okay, this is what it is going on, right? So I hope you are done with this. So one operator is what it is either you can write it like this, as I told it, like right, x dot, I will tell it has age, and like this, right? Either you can tell it like this, same thing, you can tell it like this. Either ways, okay? From here, okay, I'm going here, okay, I'm pura mehnat karke main ja raha hu idhar, okay, and she rejected me, correct, right? I will come back now. Now what I'll do it, I will apply the bow and arrows now, full fight. Rejected because of her dad. Okay, my dad is not allowing it, right? So dad is not allowing it, right? So what I need to do it, I need to do a war. Okay, my war, when I do the war, I have this one, right? So I will apply the bow and arrows, full attack, right? I'll apply what? Bow and arrows, right? From my home to for that, right? So from there also it will come, right? So what I do is, what is this operator is something like this, guys. Okay, मैं कहां से bow and arrow डाल रहा हूं? X से कहां पे bow and arrow? This is the bow and arrow. Okay, this symbol is called as what? Direction, right? It is a direction. It will show the direction for. So what I'll do it, I will tell it as, instead of doing this, I can use this operator. Okay, which is the operator? This operator. What is this? One is underscore, and it is a greater than symbol. Okay, if you want to know this operator, you go for the Instagram. Over there I have pasted all the operators table itself, complete operators table itself in the priority basis, so you can go and check onto it. Okay, this is an indirection operator. So I'll tell it as, again, I want to go for a, means I can use it like this, of a, I can tell it as 20 also, right? So whatever it is, so either you can use it this one, either you can use this symbol. right? The symbol it is like they have made it easy for you, but this is actual. You get to know, okay, ऐसा ही travel हो रहा है करके. So what I'll do it, I can access either in this way, I can access either in this way, or else I can access this symbol, right? So this is the operator which you have by heart all these days, right? So what I'll do it, I will use this operator. This is called as indirection operator. Instead of this, I can use it this operators of A, right? So whenever I deal with the pointers, so I'll compile this, I'll tell it as. All right, guys, take a note on it. That's it. Okay, take a note on this. Okay, actually, whenever they explain it, they use this symbol itself. Okay, since you are my student, right? So since you're good in pointers and since you are good in that pointers, that is why you are able to answer this. Got it? This is actually thinking. By thinking, you're telling the answer, right? This is just a random guess. Or with this operator, I can get it. Okay, the last concept we'll discuss about this. Now, what is this next concept is structure of arrays, right? The structure of arrays. Normal arrays. How do you do it? You have a data type, you have a variable, you have a square bracket, and you have a 5 blocks, right? Maybe like you can tell it as 3 blocks, right, guys? Right? So how do you have it? How do you have it? The memory diagram. How do you have it for the memory diagram? You know about it, right? So if I tell it has int a of 5, right? So a of 3, right? What happens? This has a 3 blocks. This has a 3 blocks. So let me tell it as like this. And you have an index for the 0, 1, 2, right? And it has an address here and there's nothing but a, right? Right, guys? Same thing. I'll do it for the structure also. Right, same thing I'll do it for the structure also, right? So I needed a 3 blocks here, I needed a 3 blocks here. So what is the name, I will be giving it? A name I wanted it, I will tell it as m1. A data type also you wanted it, right? A data type also you wanted it. So what is the data type, guys? The structure type, right? So mib. So mib, I don't know what is the mib is, so I'll use it as what? Structure type. Same thing above and below, this one and this one, the same thing, guys. Same thing. Now I'll be writing a memory diagram for this. Okay, I'll be writing what? Memory diagram for this. How the memory diagram will be for this. Okay, according to that, we'll be accessing it. Okay, now how this memory diagram is. Okay, so I will be having array. What is the line, guys? What is the line? So here it is m1, here it is m1. So what is it? It is nothing but 3 blocks. I want to have 3 blocks. What is the type of this one? It is nothing but mib type. Mib, I don't know what is the mib is like, so I'll tell it as what? Struct. struct. Adjust with the handwriting. Okay, so inside this, you know the how the structure is, right? So how structure is, this is the structure, right? Int a, int age, and bg, the same structure I'm using it. Example. So I'll be coming here, I want to draw the diagram now. First, what I need to draw it, guys, I need to draw the 3 blocks, right? So I want to have 3 blocks. So I have a 3 blocks here. So what I have it, I have 3 blocks here. So I have here 3 blocks, right? So I'll add as 1, I'll add as 1, and I will add as 2, right? So for each one, I have an index. Let's say 0, 1, 2. This is the same concept with respect to the class also. Okay, whatever I'm explaining, same thing in Java, same thing in Python. Everything is same thing. Got it? So inside this, what do you have it? You have it something like this. Okay, inside this you have a object. In 0 you have an object. In this one you have an object. Inside this you have one object, right? And this one has an address. Let's say this one has an address. Let's say this 1000. Let's say this 1000. So what is the initial address of this one? What is the initial address of this one is stored by which variable? This is by m1. Okay, inside this, guys, what I'm doing it, I am inside the 3 block. What I'm creating it, I'm creating a structure, right? I'm creating a structure object. I'm creating an object, right? I'm creating an object. No, I was not talking anything, not to worry about it. I had dropped a message, right? Wait a sec. So I was just drawing it. Now what I do it, so this one is what, guys? This one is what, guys? This one is nothing but a, this one is nothing but age, this one is nothing but what? Bg. Same thing here also. This is nothing but a, this is nothing but age, and this is nothing but bg. Okay, don't think this is an array, guys. Don't think this is an array. This doesn't have an indexing, nothing. Got it? You cannot calculate it. Okay, so this is A, this is age, and this is BG. Right? I hope it is visible for you. Okay. Now, what is the size of this one? This is nothing but 4. This is nothing but 4, and this is nothing but 1. Right? Since it is a character, and padding is 3 bytes. Right? Same thing for this. Okay. This will become how many bytes now? This will become 12 bytes. Right? This is also 12 bytes, and this is also 12 bytes, and this is also how many bytes? 12 bytes. Right? So overall, the size of this one will become what? Overall, the size will become what? The overall size is nothing but what? 36. Okay, 12, 12, 12 inside this 36. Okay, inside this what? It is nothing but 36. All right. So if it is 1000, if this is 1000, what will the address of this one, guys? What will the address of this one? This one will be 1012. What will the address of this one? 1024. I'm just assuming it. Okay, it will be in the difference of 12 bytes itself. Okay, I'll be going for the program. I'll be going for the program till here, whatever I have created here. Okay, whatever I have created here. So it is nothing but I will come here and I will tell it as printf. I'll tell it as size of m1, right? Size of m1, right? So it is nothing but what? Percentage lu. When I have not write this because I'll be trying it now. The size of what I'll do it m1, right? Size of m1, right? So if I run this program, right? Size of m1 is what, guys? Is nothing but 36. You're absolutely right. You're getting it. No, nothing to worry about. Right? Size of m1 is what? 36. Right? So now I have declared the array. My next concept is to initialize the array. How do I initialize the array? Normal logic, you use it. Normal logic. Okay, normal logic, you use it. Think that I am here. Right? I am here. Right? I want to go to this position. Right? What do you do? So what I need to do it, first I want to come to here, this position, right? So what I'll do it now, I'll tell it as m1, right? I need to do as m1. Now inside which block I want to go it? You have 0, you have 1, you have 2, right? You have 0, you have 1, you have 2. So what I'll do it now, I'll tell it as I want to go for 0th block. I'll tell it as 0th block, right? When I tell 0th block, this indexing is nothing but no manners only, right? It will go inside like this itself, right? After coming to here, what I'm getting it, guys? I'm getting an object here, right? I'm getting an object here. What I need to do it, I need to drill a hole here, right? I want to drill a hole. What I'll do it for drilling a hole, I'll tell it as what? A dot operator, right? I'll drill it a dot operator. After coming here, after drilling it, okay, I will be inside here. So which is the variable I access? I can access any of the variable, right? So what I do it, so I'll tell it as what? Maybe like I will tell it as bg. Okay, bg, I'll tell it. Okay, so blade group, I'll tell it as a. So same thing with the help of pointers. How can I do it, guys? Same thing with the help of pointers, I can do it. m1 plus 0, m1 plus 0. I'll put it this one, the plus operator first, then star, right? Then again I'll be using dot operator, right? For dot operator, what is this? Confusion happens, so that I need to solve this first. I'll tell it as bg, this one. Bg is equal to what? I'll tell it as a, right? Either you can use it this way, either you can use it this way. Nothing to worry about. All right, instead of indexing, I have used the pointers. I'll make it as a generalized logic. Here. Okay, I'll make it as a generalized logic here. So what are the things I want to learn it, guys? What are the things I want to tell it? I will tell it as m1 of 0. I'll tell it as m1 of 0 dot a. I will tell it m1 of 0 dot. I will tell it. I'll tell it as m1 of 1, m1 of 0 dot. What is that? Age. I will tell it. This is one thing. m1 of 0 dot bg, I will tell it, right? Bg, I will tell it. These all things I'll put it in what? I'll put it in scanf. Okay, I'll put it in scanf. I'll tell it as like this. I'll tell it as percentage d. This one is percentage d. Okay, fine, no problem. So I'll go here and put it as semicolon here, semicolon, and I'll tell it as this one also. I'll put it as a scanf. Reading the input, right? So reading input, it makes better sense for me, right? So I'll do it like this. I'll come here again, I'll put it here. I'll tell it as scanf. I'll tell it as percentage d, and I'll do it like this, right? So what I do it now, I'll make it as generalized. To use a scanf, I need to use it something called as address, right? I need to use it something called as ampersand, right? So instead of doing that ampersand, can I write it like this, guys? M plus 0. Can I write it like this? N plus 0 like this. Can I write it like this? N plus M1 plus 0 like this. Right? Address chahiye tha na? So I'll give the address itself. M1 plus 0 like this. Yes. Okay. Before this, we'll do the testing part. Correct, right? So before starting all the things, I'll do the testing part for you. So I hope you're getting confused. Let's do this testing part, guys. I will just randomly, I will tell it. So I will store the value. So I'll tell it as m1 dot of 0, right? M1 dot of 0, right? M1 of 0, M1 of 0, M1 of 0, uh, dot, I'll tell it as A. A is equal to what, guys? I'll tell it as 10. ये आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है मुझे ये पता करनी है, right? So what I'll do it, I'll tell it as printf, I'll tell it as percentage d slash n, I will tell it as m1. I'll use it here pointers, right? How do you use it pointers, guys? How do you use it pointer? I'll tell it as m1 plus 0. So I want to go inside this, so I'll tell it as what? I need to solve this first. I'll tell it as star here, right? So what is the operator? There is nothing but dot operator, dot and star confusion. So what I'll do it now, I'll put it in this one in the bracket, right? So what I'll do it now here, I'll tell it as what? A, right? I'll tell it as what? A. Then guys, I'll tell it as semicolon here. So I'll go for here, I'll go for here. So I'll compile this and I will run this program. So look onto this, guys. What I need to get at? It's coming here, it's coming here, it's coming here. It's nothing but 10. I'm getting it, right? Both are working fine, right? Both are working fine for me, right? Both are working fine for me. Now I'm just checking out, guys, checking it out. I want to get the address of this one. Which one I want to get it address? I want to get the address of this one. This memory allocation, I want to get the address of this one. Whether I will get the address or not, I will be checking it out. Okay, so how do I get the address of this one? By simply telling it, after going to there, I wanted to get what? Address. So what I'll do it now, I will tell it as ampersand here, right? I'll print it percentage p. Okay, that initial address is exactly equal to address of that is exactly equal to address of m1, guys. m1 का जो भी एड्रेस होगा वही होगा. ये भी initial data का एड्रेस है ना, right? That is the initial data address. This A is initial data address. इसका एड्रेस भी सेम होगा, इसका एड्रेस भी सेम होगा, इसका एड्रेस भी सेम होगा, right? So what I'll do it now, I will go here, I'll go for here, and I will tell it as, I'll run this program, compile dot slash a dot vout out, right? So what is this? Look onto this, guys. F0 and F0, the address is one and the same. Got it? Address is one and the same. For scanf, what I wanted, guys, for scanf, what I wanted address, guys. Okay, for each time I wanted address. Okay, so if I change the address of next memory, okay, look onto this. If I change the memory of next memory, like how do I change the next memory? I'll tell it as age, right? I'll tell it as age, right? So I'll get it plus 4 from the initial address, right? So I'll tell it as plus 4 from the initial address. Look onto this address. I'll tell it as 0. I'll be getting plus 4, right? I'm getting it right? So what I'll do it, I'll go here, I'll go for here, and for scanf, I need to have an address. Since I need to have an address, what I'll do it now, same thing, same line I'll be writing it. What is the line I'll be writing it here? So here I wanted to put star here. Here I want to put star here. I want to go traverse to that position, right? So I'll put it star over here. So I have to solve this first. After that, a operator. After that, dot operator. After that, I want to solve the ampersand operator, right? Same thing I'll be doing it. So I want to put it star here. So I want to put it one bracket here, this one, and I want to put it what? Ampersand here, right, guys? Either ways, I can do it in other way. Sir, this is thoda mushkil ho raha hai, sir. I wanted to use it with the indexing itself, sir. Yes, sir, you can do it. No problem with that. So how, sir, I'll be doing it? I'll be doing it simple thing. I'll write it as m of 0, right? I can do it like this. Right? Either ways, I can do it like this also. M of 0 dot age, right? So if I do it this one, what I do it? So I'll go for here. I'll compile it. I want to come here. So this is nothing but M1, right? So what I do it? I will come here and I'll compile this and I'll run this program. So what I'm getting the output? I'm getting the output, right? So either ways, I can use it. No problem with that. Done, guys? Okay. Always remember. So same thing I'll be doing it here. Same thing I'll be doing it here in the next scanf. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, I'll use it here, right? I will use it here. How do I use it here? So I'll tell it as just directly. I will tell it as for this one. I will tell it m of 0, I'll tell it, and then I'll tell it as what? Ampersand address of m of 0 bg. Okay, both the things I can tell it. No problem with that. Done, guys. Done, guys. Okay, either I can use it pointers, either I can use it index. So to make it as generalized, what I'll do it for, I'll tell it as for int I is equal to what, guys? 0. I less than what, guys? N. I want to calculate it n. I plus plus I will tell it. Right? I plus plus I will tell it. So number of blocks, right? So instead of 0, I'll tell it as I here. Instead of 0, I'll tell it as I here. Instead of 0, I'll tell it as I here. I'll make it as more generalized now to reading the variables, right? So I want to calculate what is the size of my array, right? So how do I calculate the size of array? Int n is equal to what is that? What is that? I'll do it, guys. Size of m1 divided by size of star m1, right? So this one will give me what? 3, right? Size of m1 is nothing but 36 and size of star m is nothing but 12. 36 divided by 12 is what? 36 divided by 12 is what? 3. I'll be getting it what? 3. Right? So this is how it is. Okay, this is how it is. Right? I want to display the things, right? I want to display the things. How do I display the things? How do I display the things? How do I display the things, guys? Same thing. I'll be using a printf. What I need to display it, I need to use it %d. I'll do a slash t, and I'll be using it %d, %c, right? /n, right? So how do I print it, guys? So I'll do it as m1 of I dot. I can tell it as a. I'll tell it as m1 of I instead of 0, 1, 2, 3. I'll tell it as age, comma. I'll tell it as m1 of I dot bg, right? So this should be printed regularly. So I'll tell it as for int I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, right? I will give some decoration for this. I'll just tell it as printf. First one is what, guys? A name, right? So what is that? No, it is nothing but a value of a, right? So I'll tell as slash t. Next one is what? Age. I'll tell as slash t. Next one is what? Bg, right? So I'll tell as slash in, right? Next one is what? I'll give this one as printf. I'll tell it as what? Star slash in. Done, guys? Okay, for scanf I need to put it what? Brackets, right? So for scanf, this is, I want to make it as a block, so I'll go for here and I'll make it as a block here. Okay, so that's it. I will come here stating that I'll use it what? %s, right? Okay, so always remember, whenever you use scanf, okay, to read an array using a structure, you will use it %s itself. So I'll enter 10. Age, I will tell it has 18, and again I will tell it has, okay, Raja's age 18. God. Okay, so blood group I'll tell it as A. Done. Again, it is asking it that I'll tell it as 20. Girl's age is 24, and blood group is B. Right. One more. Right. So I'll tell it as 30, and age is nothing but 99. Okay, and blood group is O. Right. So I'm displaying this A, age, and BG. So I have it all the data over here. Okay, and this everything, this all data is stored in one structure. Okay, so that structure is nothing but here, over here. Okay, so tell me, guys, what all the things I have stored it here. So here it is nothing but 10. I have stored it here. Here I have 10. Here I have 10. Right, here I have it O. Here I have it B. Here I have it A. Right, here I have it 18. Here I have it 24. Here I have it 99. Right, this is the memory diagram. More than that, this memory diagram is very important. You take down this memory diagram first, later on you take down that program. That's it. Okay, if you have any queries, you let me know about it. Okay, very important thing is over here. So if you understand this, what I am doing it here, you will get it everything.